Okay guys, we're going to have a little bit of a play with Geogebra. So you need to, first of all, let me see what I've got here for you. Got to download it. So if you find it as an app, just get the free thing that's, the best one for your iPad. So download that. And once you've downloaded that, we're going to have a bit of a play. So I'll go back to Geogebra, and I've actually had a bit of a play already. You can see you've got these disgusting green colours going everywhere. So how do you sort that out? Alright, so if you actually get your cursor and click anywhere on your grid, right click on your grid, then you go, there's a few options you got there, but I like to go down to graphics, and then what comes up is on the side here. So you've got the basic, you got x-axis, you got y-axis, and you got grid. See how you can cycle through those different tabs and get some options? Well, if I go to the basic, look at that background color. Not too cool. Maybe we'll just keep it white. See how the grid itself, let's have a look. Go to grid. See, I've got that color there. That's a lime green. Maybe you don't like that. Maybe you would prefer blue. I don't know. Let's check it out. Yeah, that's not too bad. And what about, see the x-axis? I've got a green color. You may not like that. Let's have a look. I think we might need to go back to basic. Yeah, there's that color. Might just make it the full black. Is that better? How do you like that? Go back to your x-axis. See how you can do all sorts of things. You could just do the positive direction only if you wanted it. See how that, now I'm just going to get rid of that part of it for a minute. Let me see. See how I've lost the minus numbers? Let's put them back so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to uncheck the positive direction only. Ah, look, the negative bit came back. Do it again. See, check there, it's gone. Check there, it's back. So that was interesting. Now, what happens if I uncheck show numbers? So let's do that. Oh, they're gone on the x-axis. Notice I'm only on the x-axis tab. Show numbers. There, they're back. All sorts of things I can do. See that distance? I could decide that I want that distance to be, well, I've got one. That sounds cool. What about my ticks? I could do these little halfy ones going. See how the little in-between half bits came on? And you'll notice I've labelled my x-axis as x. Well, good. Leave that. What's my units? Well, I'm not going to worry about millimetres and all that sort of thing. I'm going to leave it alone. Okay. Let's go to the y-axis. Play with that one. Let's make the ticks, those little half ones again. See how we did that? What happens if I have positive direction only? What part of that graph do you reckon is going to disappear? Well, give it a go. Yep, bottom bit's gone. So the negative part of the y-axis just disappeared just then. Let's try that. Get rid of that. Ah, there, it's back now. That's cool. And your grid. There's all sorts of grids you can have. That's Cartesian, isometric. Whoa, look at that. That's nice for doing different types of drawing. What does, let's check it out, polar look like? Nice. Circles. We'll go back to Cartesian, which is squared up. Okay, so bit of fun just setting up your graph paper if you like. Now, one of the things I want you to know how to do is to plot a point. So, I'll just close that off for a minute and let's plot a point. So see on the top left you've got input, and I can click there. I can actually put a point in. So I'm going to do a bracket, and then I might go 4, 2. All right. Well, there's 4,2, and it's decided to call it point A. Just goes through the alphabet. The next point I'll do, it'll decide to call it B. And you don't have to keep those names, by the way. See that that point there, A, if I actually get a pointer on it, right click, and then go Object Properties. Now I've got a whole bunch of things that I can do to that point. So I might not want to name it A. I might want to just call it point. If I want to. I could give it a caption. What if I wanted to actually have not just the label, but let's say I wanted, oh, what happened there? I lost it. Wait a minute. Go back. Object Properties. See that name? Maybe I want the name and value. Look at that. See, I renamed it point, which is kind of a bit ordinary, and let's make it back at A. And I've given it its coordinates. So that's a good thing to know that what its coordinates are. 4, 2. Let's put another one in. I'm going to do it a different way. Up on the top tab, I'm actually going to choose point. So rather than type in the coordinates, I'm just going to aim and hope for the best. Mr. Larson tells me it doesn't work so well on your iPads if you're not accurate, so we'll give it a go. Oh, look, that wasn't bad. I hit 2, 4 exactly. I didn't want to be like 1.9 and 4.03 or something horrible. I wanted to be exactly there. Now, what was that way that I could show the coordinates of that point B? Let's go over here where it says show label, drop down, name and value. Look at that, 2, 4. If you ever have trouble putting a point in, just type it into the input. All right, I'm going to put another one in there. I'll put C. Now C I would like to be 2, 2. All right, so 2, 2, enter. Ah, look, isn't that pretty? I don't actually want C to be labelled C. Let's say that's what I want. So right click on point C, click Object Properties, and I do not want actually anything. So I'm going to uncheck the whole label thing. See, it's gone. Things that you might want to be able to do is, see on the top left, I've now dropped down a bunch of options that draw lines. So I could do a line that goes through points and goes forever, or I might just do a line that is an interval. It stops at the point. So let's use that interval one. I'm going to click on my B. Oh, look, it's following wherever I want to go. How cool is that? And I want it to finish on A. Click there and it's done. It's given it a name. That's really annoying. See how it's called it F? And you'll notice on the left it says F equals interval, da 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 da. Even tells me how long it is. But I don't want that information on there, so I'm actually going to right click on that, go to my Object Properties, and I don't want to show the label, so goodbye. Uncheck it there. Let's see if my computer will behave. There. So F's gone. All right, I could do that again, use that same interval between 2 points. Join that one to there. Don't want the label. Let's do it again. You'll notice on the left it's building up a whole bunch of things that I've drawn. That's cool. So the next one's H, but I don't want the label. Goodbye. Nice. Now I've got a right angle there. It's pretty neat. Guess what? See, I've got an angle tool there. Now if I click on that and I start at B, I go through that point there, which was C, and then end up at A. Ooh, look, it said 270. I don't want it round that way. Let's see if I can do it the other way. Angle between not. Ooh, let's go. Aha! I don't want to show the label either. Haha! Look at that! So I got it to understand that I didn't want the reflex one. I wanted the 90 one. I didn't want the actual 90 degrees sitting there. I just want that little box that we use. So that's what I did. So I want you to practice doing points, joining points, getting the points coordinates up there as well. And here's the last cool thing I want you to do. Up the top here, see there you drop down and you've got ABC text. If you then click somewhere, like say anywhere you like, and you start typing, this is my work on Geogebra. Yay. Whatever you type, so be careful what you type. Don't do anything dodgy. It's going to go there. Look, see, there it is. Oh, it's all the way over there. But you know what? I'm going to get my pointer. Move. I'm going to actually drag that. Once you've got your pointer, you can move stuff around. I can put it where I want. So how cool is that? Have fun with that and get to be, you know, a bit more happy with Geogebra because we're going to use it and you're going to be good. All right. Bye. Behave.